It will all turn out in the end. If it doesn't, it isn't the end yet. Perhaps one of the most quoted and most misused verses in the Bible
is Romans 8:28.
that says, all things work together for good for those who love Christ and are called according to his word. Often when people quote it, they only read the first part, all things work together for good. And then when they don't, they blame God. But they're ignoring the second half of the verse, which is the most important, called according to God. I believe we were all created by God to do something or to be something very specific. But often we don't spend enough time quietly listening for what God wants us to do. One of the things about getting older that's very positive is that we see how that verse works out. Because there are things that happened decades ago that made no sense, that perhaps made me sad or angry, or I just didn't understand. And now I see that there was a reason for that. This happens in my own life very often. In fact, several years ago, my husband asked me to, he found out about a site where you could post your property on a website, and then when film production companies were looking for places that they could film, they would consider yours and you could be paid for the possibility. So he asked me to do it. Frankly, I was kind of annoyed because it was a lot of work. It involved technology, and I get frustrated with technology. And I couldn't really imagine that we would ever do it because it seemed like it would be a big hassle. But I did it anyway. I think that was 4 years ago. And then recently there was a financial issue that I was experiencing that was rather frustrating. And lo and behold, I got a call from that company wanting to come out and see the property to see whether it would work. Well, it will. They're going to do it. And that will solve the problem that I was trying to solve. One of the things I tell my clients and colleagues and friends all the time is, it will all turn out in the end. If it doesn't, it isn't the end yet. So if you're going through something that's very frustrating and that you don't understand, stay strong. The story isn't over yet.